Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be installing a swivel and tilt screen adapter on my Cybertruck from CTMods. So let's quickly take a look what's in the box and get it installed on the truck. Alright guys, here are all the parts that come in the box. You get a swivel and tilt screen adapter. You get the cover for this adapter. Looks like a temperature sensor, or I guess a thermometer, internal thermometer. That goes underneath the screen, and this is a stock screen adapter replacement, a new extension cable, a pry tool, a couple of bolts. There's actually an extra one here as well, and all the tools that comes with it. I'm actually just going to use my own. That's pretty much it, so let's go ahead and get the screen removed and get everything installed. Alright guys, so first step, we got to remove this cover here. There's a little notch where you just put the pry tool in. Okay. And it should pop right off, which it does. Okay, now what I'm going to try to do is see if I can remove this plug. From here. If I can't, not a whole lot of room to play with this, unfortunately. So what I may do is I'm gonna grab a Phillips head screwdriver and just unscrew these two bolts to get this plate out of the way. Alright guys, so this is actually not a Phillips screws. These are Torx 20s, so that's exactly what I'm gonna use. A little tool to get these two little screws out. Now that the plate is out of the way, you should be able to see that there's actually two bolts here. I'm going to use a 10mm socket. It's just much easier to get to these this way. Okay. Save these bolts, they're going to be reused. Alright, now we should be able to carefully slide the screen out of the way. Okay. And at this point, what we have here is the plug that needs to be removed from the back. Alright guys, so here is the interior temperature sensor, and here's the plug. A little bit of a pain in the neck, but basically what needs to be done is this orange clip needs to be sort of pushed back, and then you push on this little clip down and you pull the plug out simultaneously. So it's a little bit of a, you know, juggling to do, but it's obviously very doable. And here it is. So now what we have to do is we actually have to remove these clips, and this little top harness needs to completely come out to expose the plug, otherwise it won't fit into the new extension cable. All right, let's do that. The harness is now removed. This exposes the plug. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna basically connect the extension cable, and that's really it. The second thing that I'm going to do right after is I actually have to take this stock cover off and get the new one on. So the front should pop right off. The back has a little notch that we would need to get to kind of pry it out of the way to get this thing off. So let's go ahead and get that done. Alright, so as I mentioned, basically the back has this little notch. So basically just gonna pry it up and pull this thing out. So not a big deal, pretty simple. Okay, so the extension cable is on. There's only one way to put it on, so you can't really mess it up. As you can see here, this is why we had to remove that little stock harness, because otherwise it will not fit in here. Just a quick note, if you look at the adapter, you'll see these little beveled edges here and just a flat bottom. So this is how the adapter is, and just basically follow along to the actual plug itself. You'll see the same thing. You'll see beveled edges here and a flat bottom. So this is how it's going to plug in into the back of the screen. Okay, this way will not work. All right, so let's go ahead and get the swivel adapter on, the cover, and the cover for the temperature sensor, and start assembling things back up again. Alright guys, so the swivel adapter is on, the cover is on, the fit is perfect. Let me just kind of dip down a little bit here so you'll see, hopefully you can see, this is where the temperature sensor goes. Okay, and the cable kind of sits right on top of it. They do give you a zip tie to kind of zip tie both of them together. I wanted to give myself a little wiggle room, so I did not zip tie. And this extension cable is not going anywhere. It's super tight on there. Okay, so we're just going to kind of push it in a little bit. You know, fish it on top to get the screen on. Okay, and that's it. So let's go ahead and get the cover for the screen installed, and get the cable popped in, and get the screen on top, and get the final two bolts in, and that should be it. Okay, so I did forget to mention one pretty important step, is that this adapter that was on the stock plug goes back onto this extension, and they actually give you a new clip for a very good reason, because when you do take this clip off, it breaks most of the times. It did for me, for sure. So they do give you a brand new clip, so you can just pop it back on, so it stays in place, just like that. All right, so now you have a fully assembled clip that's gonna go inside the plug in the monitor, and that's it. So let's get that thing back on. Alright guys, here we go. The screen is on. The install is pretty straightforward. Just take your time with the cable. Like I said, the plug to the screen was a little bit tricky, but it's definitely very doable, as you saw. Let me just show you quickly in the back what it looks like. Very, very clean install. This bracket is perfectly fit to the dash. Same thing with the new bracket for the screen. As you can see, very, very tight and no gaps. Everything looks great. I'm just quickly show you what the swivel looks like. There you go. It's perfect. So just a quick peek while it's swiveled, just to show you in the back. It's great. And same thing with the tilt. You get a little bit of tilt up and down. Actually, quite a bit of tilt. So yeah, I mean, I had this on my Model X, so this was a great little feature, especially when you're kind of just sitting in a car, just want to browse things, and, you know, going to turn it your way, and gives you that little extra pleasing angle to the eye, if you will. Okay, also if you just by yourself and need to do things, it's much easier than to sit and try to reach the upper right corner, you know, to do whatever it is that you need to do on the screen while it's tilted. All right, so that's a nice little feature and pretty straightforward install. All right, guys, so that was a quick and pretty easy install of the swivel mount by CTMods. So this week, CTMods is running a pretty big discount. So you can utilize my code plus their discount to get some of the really good deals on Cybertruck accessories or any other accessories on their website. So hopefully this video was useful to some of you. As always, if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.